All right, let's go now with Team ATC. Team ATC, there's an AMT cutting edge. David Jobs, the driver. Harry Clack is the throttle man. They're from Louisiana. Took first place in St. Cloud, first place in Daytona. Sponsors include GulfCoastOffshore.com and Advanced Transmission Center. In first place in P2, Team ATC. Other crew members include Dale Babbitt from Baton Rouge, .30-foot AMT. Special thanks to Dale's Auto Repair in Baton Rouge and the crew at ATC. In first place in P2, Team ATC. What's up there on the outside? Team ATC coming up. There's Kinetic Animation with Mark Hanna and Ryan Beckley. Mark Hanna, the driver. Ryan Beckley is the throttle man. Powered by two 225 Mercury Pro Max outboards. Kinetic Animation took a first place in St. Cloud earlier this year. The owner is Ryan Beckley, also the owner of Kinetic Animation for all of your vinyl needs. The main sponsor. Other sponsors include Island City Flying Service, Premier Performance Interiors, Latham Marine, Yellowfin Yachts, AMT Powerboats, and Double Edge Fashions. Crew members, Lindsay Timms, Roxy Hanna, and Scott Samick. Kinetic Animation for all your vinyl needs. Ryan Beckley always does a great job. Nice driving there by Mark Hanna. Ryan Beckley, the throttle man. Mark from Orlando, Florida. Ryan from Bradenton, Florida. Let's go on board. Ryan Beckley out throttle. back to our helicopter shot. Mark Hanna and Ryan Beckley. Beautiful day here in Marathon, Florida. A few more boats remaining in this race. There's American Dream on the outside, Wild Ride on the inside. As we said, a few more boats remaining in this race. We're going to go with Wild Ride. And there it is, Wild Ride, a 30-foot Phantom. John Castellak is the driver, Larry Castellak, the throttle man there from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Powered by RW Marine engine. Took a 4th place in Daytona earlier this year. Sponsors include East Coast Contracting, RW Marine, Fisher's Custom Vice, and Pro Charger. Other crew members, Scott Fisher, Roy Whitbread. This is a brand new boat. They only had a 20-minute test time before Daytona, so they say they're basically still on a learning curve, but they should get stronger with each race. Wild Ride. John and Larry Castellak. Other P3 competitors include What's Up, Extreme Vortex, Team TKO, and Outlaw. Wild Ride, a 30-foot Phantom in P3. Let's go for a ride now on Callan Marine. David Callan and John Kosker. This boat is capable of going 200 miles per hour. Let's listen to those engines. Rear shot. Just listen. Shot out of a cannon, Callan Marine. Capable of 200 miles per hour plus, Callan Marine. On board, David Callan and John Kosker from Port Orange, Florida. Boat is a 10 carat. All right, back to our helicopter shot. There is Extreme Vortex. It's an Extreme. Steve Miklos is the throttleman. Ron Foley, the driver. Steve from Newport Richey, Florida. P3111 Extreme Vortex. Other competitors in P3 include What's Up, Wild Ride, Team TKO, and Outlaw. There's Daytona Performance Marine. John Reed is the owner. It's a fountain. Driver is Tammy Wozniak Reed from Daytona Beach, Florida. John Reed Jr., the throttleman. He's also from Daytona Beach. Daytona Performance Marine. Other competitors in P2 got Team ATC, Fury, Kinetic Animation, and Daytona Performance Marine. Boat we're on right now. This is the last boat that we'll be covering for you. Race number 2 here in Marathon, Florida. Second national event for the APBA. Lots more to go in the 2003 racing season. John Reed, the owner of Daytona Performance Marine. Very calm waters as we look at the 7 Mile Bridge. After this boat, we're going to take Dirty Duck to the finish. There's Extreme Vortex on the inside. Daytona Performance Marine on the outside. All right, now we're going to take Dirty Duck to the finish. On board Dirty Duck with Jerry Castellet and Joey Grant, driver and throttleman. It's an MTI. Let's listen to that power.
Go left. That's it, huh? Yep.
Good job, guys. Good job.
And that is it. The end of races 1 and 2 here at the second national event for the APBA in Marathon, Florida. And very shortly, we will have the final results for you. Safe racing, highly competitive racing in all the respective classes. Very calm waters here in Marathon, making for fast racing. Beautiful weather here in this jewel of the Middle Keys. Marathon, Florida. Great place for a race. There, of course, there you see the marina. Everyone getting ready for happy hour. And we're getting ready to give you the results of races 1 and 2. There'll be 4 races in all, 2 more races tomorrow. Beautiful sight here in the Keys. Okay, here we go. In Factory 1, Typhoon getting the checkered flag. Team Winnebago in second, and Velocity VR1 in third. Typhoon in first in Factory 1. In Outlaw P1 class, Dirty Duck, we just saw it, first place, followed by American Dream in second. How Sweet It Is in third. Dirty Duck, the checkered flag, and Outlaw Performance 1 class. In P2, Advanced Transmissions getting the checkered flags. Fury in second, Kinetic Animation in third. Advanced Transmissions, your winner in P2. In P3, What's Up? Your winner. Wild Rod in second. Vortec Extreme in third place. The checkered flag for What's Up in P3. In P4, Sonic Racing in first place, followed by Sherwin-Williams, bringing up third. Cool Running. Sonic Racing getting the checkered flag in P4. And in P5, High Priority on top, followed by Simply Awesome, bringing up third. Vixen, High Priority, your winner in P5. In the One Design class, Marin Express coming out in first place, followed by Premier Performance, and the Team Bermuda in third place. American Express, the checkered flag in One Design. And those are your winners for races 1 and 2 here at the second national race in Marathon, Florida. Now, the big story today was the GPS system. In P4 class, we had 3 boats that exceeded the speed limit. 1 boat had unreadable numbers. Sonic Racing took the win there in P4. In P5, 1 boat exceeded the speed limit. High Priority took the win in P5. In P3, 2 boats exceeded the speed limit. What's Up took the checkered flag. So as you can see, the new GPS system played a role in the outcome of today's race. A pretty good idea here at the APBA in Marathon, but highly exciting and competitive racing for the second national race for the APBA, and Freeze Frame Video Productions certainly proud to be a part of it. Now, before we go, there are a few people that we would like to thank. First off, the entire staff of the APBA for orchestrating this fine event. Gary and Nancy Johnson for their fine camera work. Mr. Russell Kilpatrick, our helicopter pilot, for always doing a fine job. And a special thanks to Offshore Only for sponsoring, in part, this DVD of this race here in Marathon, Florida. So on behalf of Jeff Girardi and the rest of the Freeze Frame Video Production crew, this is Vince Lipari wishing you a fond farewell from Marathon, hoping to see you at the next APBA race in Savannah, Georgia. Bye, everyone.